Welcome to the Tinney Automotive channel. Today, we're going to be looking at the new Chevy Malibu. Let's go check it out.
Hi, what puts the Eco in the Malibu Eco? All my customers seem to ask me why they name it Eco. Well, Eco, it means it's really fuel efficient. Hi, my name's Eric. I work Eric Zant, and I work for Tinney Automotive in Greenville, Michigan. And the Malibu Eco is one of the most fuel efficient cars in its class. Its estimated fuel efficiency is 25 miles in the city and 37 on the highway. For a large vehicle, that is very phenomenal. But the way it gets there, how it's achieved, is through a lot of features that are on the Eco. E-Assist is a powerful generator that replaces most alternators in typical cars. This system, along with a 115-volt battery that's located in the truck, helps the car achieve better fuel economy. It's utilized and engaged when the car is stopped. When it's stopped, the motor turns off and the battery runs all electronics. So you're not using any fuel. If you're slowing down, it recognizes that you're slowing down and turns off the motor. At that point, you're not using fuel. And again, the battery's operating all your electronics. The high-tech part of the battery is engaged when you're accelerating on the highway. At that point, it downshifts to a lower gear, thereby your car is using less RPMs, thereby saving you fuel again. All this is part of the E-Assist system, and that's why the Malibu Eco is such a phenomenal vehicle to own. The Eco also has features such as the active shutter right down here. Basically, what that does is make the car more aerodynamic. And how does that play into an Eco? Well, if the car's more aerodynamic, it's gonna get better fuel economy. Quite frankly, this car, the drag coefficient is equivalent to a Corvette Z06. It goes through the air very fluid, just like butter. And they attribute that to 2.5 miles per gallon fuel savings just on that alone. Yeah, this is actually a 2.4 liter. It has 182 horsepower, but we talked about the batteries, how to assist in acceleration. Well, if you've ever driven a golf cart, and most of us have, the torque is there. When you push down an electric golf cart, you kick your head back and go. That's what happens with the boost from our batteries. So it's equivalent of 15 horsepower, but the torque is a lot more. So when you punch down, the performance is there too. That's all I'm leading to. This is a fun car to drive, but you're still going to get the fuel economy. The performance is there. So that's what I wanted to talk about under the hood. But you could actually look, if you could take a minute and pan the hood. See how it's all insulated? Insulated down here. You got sound deadening materials. One of the big things with General Motors is they want to make quality cars, and quality cars comes first by fighting perception. Let's face it, the big three have not had the perception game. And I'm just a car salesman, but I got to tell you that the perception, we've been building good cars for a long time, but the perception is we can't build a good car. It all starts by having it perceived at least to be a good car. So the one thing they're fighting is how quiet these cars are. We've had the technology. Buick has been second on J.D. Power's list forever with Lexus. They're number 1 and 2. They flip-flop as far as initial quality for quietness, the NVH level, which is how they measure the quietness of a car. And these little things here, the insulation here, the quiet steel, the laminated glass in the front hood, all these things attribute to this being named initially the quietest car in its class. So this has, I'm sorry I forgot the number, but it's quieter than a library, the level inside the compartment. So I want to talk a little bit about safety. You know, we talked about acceleration, performance, and E-Assist, all those things. And we're not doing a full walk around today. The big thing today was I wanted to talk about what makes an Eco model. But safety plays in everybody's mind, and General Motors is all behind safety. Actually, every car maker is really keyed on safety. But I think we're leading the way because this car here has 10 airbags. No other car in its class has 10 airbags. This one has 10 airbags, and initially is the safest car in its class, initial rating. So that's awesome. Come on back here. You know how normally you have to have a key fob to pop open trunks? This Malibu Eco is the trunk acts like a door. So as long as you have the other doors open, you can just push this button right here, and it pops the trunk open. I wanted to show you the battery. Here's what the battery, yeah, it does take a little space, but this has a lot of room back here. A lot of room. This is a lithium-ion battery. It's 115 volts. It's a very high-tech battery. I want to take a minute and show you the Eco Gauge. This tells you how you're driving. Basically, it's going to grade you just like you're back in school. Obviously, green means you're treating the car efficiently. There's 3 T's when you're driving. There's temperature, terrain, and technique. Temperature is a hot out or cold out. That's going to affect your fuel economy. Terrain, are you high, are you low? That's going to affect your fuel economy. The biggest detriment to fuel economy is your technique. How are you driving? Are you a lead foot? Are you not a lead foot? That's gonna determine your gas mileage. And this eco meter right here is gonna tell you how you're driving. So the more green you are, the better fuel efficient you're gonna be. So that's just one more feature to the Eco Malibu. The key is always keeping the eyes on the road, and they try to make it easy. We have Bluetooth, we have OnStar. No one else can say that, but General Motors dealers can say that. Your Bluetooth and OnStar is all access right while you're sitting down, and it's easy to use, easy to get to. The IntelliLink, MyLink, that allows you to play different sources of radio, Pandora, Stitcher, integrate your smartphone right through your radio. This is your home screen. Also your infotainment system home screen. You can see right now everything. You have all these icons. They're all touch sensitive, so you know what you can get to. If you got Pandora, Stitcher, XM radio, and right here is your energy screen. Your power flow is displayed in there. Right now we're idle, and it says engine idle. So, hey, we bounced around a little bit today, talking about the Malibu Eco, and I hope you learned some things. I had fun doing this for you, and I'll do some others down the road. But I got to tell you, if you got any other questions, just call up here or come on up and take one for a test drive. We'll bring it right down to you. But at least now you know what makes a Malibu an Eco. Thanks for your time.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching us, and make sure to check back frequently for new videos. Until next time.